do you think? Was that enough information for you to be able to figure out the chord progression and the picking, which should be pretty easy to figure out having just seen it, to If? Now this was a Roger Waters tune that appeared on the 1970 album Atom Heart Mother by Pink Floyd, and on the second side of the album each of the three main songwriters had their own solo song. So this is Roger playing the guitar and singing, and David plays along. Oh, I didn't put my slide out here. We hear a little bit of slide guitar in the background, but nothing really worth talking about here. What I really want to do in this lesson is just have you see what's going on with the right hand and see if you can figure out the notes, because it's an arpeggio. You hear every note by itself, and what I just did there was played through the progression exactly the way it would happen. Coming up, I'll play it in I'll give you the same view, but I'll just grab the chords so you can hear the notes all together, and then I will go through it with just the bass notes, because the bass notes in the case of this song are always the roots of the chords. So it's pretty easy to figure out. We don't have very many chords going on in this, and you can see what strings each note was on from the little playthrough that I just did right there. So that's really all that's going on in this lesson. It's going to be fairly short. It's just going to be and we're going to do this without charts, music, anything. You can write it all down yourself, or you can figure, you can take it wherever you want after this. But all I really want to do in this lesson was play the guitar part without anything else in there. Like, when you listen to the recording, you hear a few other things and it gets a little blurry. But the guitar playing on the recording is very clear and distinct, and you can hear every one of those notes very clearly. Of course, you can hear it a little clearer if there's nothing else going on. So, okay. So if you want, you could go back and listen to that again. That's what I would do, is play through it a few times, because each of the next two little things that I add to this will be a little bit more clues. And in the other section of this lesson, it's probably only going to be 2 parts. We will really just talk about the chord progression and see if you heard what was going on with the bass notes and the chords. Okay, so here's the close-up of the chords and then just the bass notes. That was the first part of a lesson I put together. Relatively short lesson, because it's a very simple song as far as fingerpicking goes, and even there's only 1 bar chord even in the whole thing. But the point of the lesson was to just have a few visual clues as far as what strings were being played, and then use your ear to figure out what the chords might be and what the shapes would be, what the layout of the fingers. The next segment goes into the solution, shows you how to play it, and then there's another segment on what I call tech tips. That is a way to turn this into a technical exercise to really get it to sound good, so that you're playing it really efficiently in the first place, really smoothly, and a lot of it has to do with not moving all your fingers at the same time, moving them in the order that you need them. Really, really important thing for a piece like, or concept and technique for a piece like this. So the whole, it's really designed to get every note clear, thinking of it more like a classical approach. Every note counts. You can't just settle for an open string here or there. Anyway, so that's the point of this short lesson on If. It's part of the Target program at TotallyGuitars. It's up now. We also have a lot of free lessons there, 60 or so free lessons that can get you started on this type of stuff. But the Target program is our monthly subscription program that includes hundreds and hundreds of songs and techniques and all kinds of stuff. So if you'd like to check this one out, or any of our there's a lot of other Pink Floyd lessons there as well, come visit us at TotallyGuitars.